Many have asked me, Susie, why do you keep talking about supremacy and white supremacy? Don't you know how divisive and uncomfortable that is? Well, I talk about it because it's the air we breathe and function in. Yes, there are all different kinds of supremacy that we all experience and exert onto and into others because our ego is very much alive, trying to protect us by puffing us up and making us feel stronger and more superior by looking at others as inferior to ourselves. But we can learn how to examine, get to the root of our puffed up ego and tame and calm our ego. And talking about ego is getting easier to talk about, but white supremacy or any other kinds of supremacy, that's harder. Because if we talk about it, then we'll have to admit that it's true. And then begin unraveling the damages done locally and globally. And if we did that, then we'll have to admit the damages we have done to each other. And that can be very painful. But you know what else it can be? It can be healing. It can be liberating. It can be honoring. It can be dignifying for everyone. We can't fix the past, but we can learn from it to start fixing the present with integrity, honesty, dignity, humility, hope, love. If we're not living in the present with eyes and hearts wide open, then that means our eyes are closed and our hearts are cold. But individually, we can change that. We can open our eyes wider. We can see beyond what we are being told to see. We can feel more than what we are presently feeling. We can connect deeper with each other in ways we may have never imagined. We can be better together, but the only way we can do that is if we are completely honest with each other. People have said, why talk about it? Why bring it up? It will make people feel uncomfortable. Racism and white supremacy is what is uncomfortable. Maintaining and enforcing a white supremacist culture consciously and unconsciously is more than uncomfortable. It's disturbing. Not talking about it and being ridiculed or labeled for talking about it maintains the supremacist system. This is why I speak about white supremacy and all kinds of supremacy, because it affects us all. And if we don't honestly speak and address what is affecting us all, consciously, unconsciously, directly, and indirectly, then we can continue to live within dysfunction like we have been. And our minds, our bodies, our hearts, our entire being, we're not created to sustain this kind of insanity. So I invite you into deeper discussions with yourself, with each other. And if you need a little help getting started, here's a little challenge. I believe everything that we are experiencing and have grown up within in the U.S. has been influenced and affected by white supremacy. Everything. And if you disagree, that's great. I invite you to put in the comments something you think that has not been affected by white supremacy. And I'll help you trace the roots back to white supremacy. And if some of you see the comments and know the answer or part of the answer, then please respond. These conversations are necessary. Reading books is only going to take you so far. Denial, running away, and withdrawing, insulting those desiring to have these conversations and feeling fragile and offended is the norm. What's not the norm is leaning in to learn more about yourself in this whole discussion, in this whole system, and that's key in making long-term impacts. I invite you to be more intentional, to get serious and allow your eyes to widen, allow your minds to awaken, and your hearts to burn like never before.